right, I'm pretty happy with our gear segment tonight. However, there are two pieces that are very exciting that we haven't gotten to yet, and that's 3D rigs. 3D rigs. So Genus has a mirror rig to mate two cameras together. You can do EX1s, you can even do EX3s. It's big enough for EX3s. You can do F3s, you can do AF100s. Whatever cameras you're using, you want to have two of the same, pretty much. But Genus has an $8,500 entrant in the what otherwise would have been a $40,000 mirror rig. This allows you to have two cameras. They don't have to be side by side. You know, these cameras are too big to get that eye distance apart. And so the popular way to get 3D done is with a mirror rig like this. Sometimes they look like this, but let's pull that slide back up one more time. You see that you've got the one camera horizontal and the one camera vertical, and they're sharing a beam splitter. They're sharing a mirror, basically, so that you can get one camera for the left eye, one camera for the right eye, and take those two, sets of footage, bring them back for post, and match up something beautiful for 3D. Now, what if you don't have the $8,500 plus two cameras to get 3D done, but your boss says you got to shoot in 3D? Well, we have a solution for you also, and it's coming from GoPro. So check this out. Two GoPro cameras. What are they? $300 a piece. One extra accessory, and that's $100 for this GoPro 3D rig. Totally awesome. I've got my two cameras inside. I've also got, you see these orange pieces here? That's the GoPro 3D Link. So you definitely have to have the latest firmware in your GoPro cameras so that you can attach these cables. And what that cable allows is, when I turn these cameras on, I can use one shutter button, all right, one shutter button to start and stop recording on both cameras at the same time. So I'm just hitting this one shutter button, but you notice the red light is bouncing on both GoPro cameras. Now, in order to get the cameras close enough to make that, eyes distance apart, one camera is right side up and one camera is upside down. Now that's okay because GoPro cameras have inside them gravitrometers, so they always know whether they're upside down or right side up, and they automatically correct for that. It's totally awesome. Ask GoPro how it's done. I don't know. I think it has to do with their gravitrometers. But another important piece of getting GoPro 3D footage is software. Now the good news is, when you buy the GoPro camera for, the GoPro 3D rig, it's either $100 or $99, something like this. It comes with a free software download for Cineform software that can take your synchronized left and right eye GoPros and create a 3D image out of it. And it can do it in three ways. It can do it in the cyan magenta or red blue. That's really easy. It actually comes with three sets of cyan magenta glasses, paper glasses that you can sort of view your own stuff on. It can do passive polarized 3D side-by-side, and it can also do active 3D side-by-side. The software is really simple. I encourage you to go to GoPro.com and check out their 3D equipment, and on there it has lots of tutorials and, of course, the free downloads for their 3D eye joining equipment. So now at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Debbie with a question coming in from the internet.
Right. Bonnie G has a question. That Genus 3D rig, is it work with the Canon 5D Mark IIs?
Bonnie, thank you very much for watching the show. Thanks for writing in your question. No, it doesn't work with the Canon 5D Mark II. Why? Because you can't fit a Canon 5D Mark II in this little hole.
The Genus.
Oh, the Genus 3D. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you're going to need two of them. So if you've only got one, call us up, buy another 5D Mark II, and at the same time, buy your Genus rig. We'll get you all set up. Two 5D Mark IIs, one Genus rig. Beautiful, beautiful. As long as you don't mind shooting only 12-minute clips at a time. Yes?
And Barry wants to know, Jesse, with your video shoulder mount rig, do you have a remote zoom, focus, start, stop control that attaches to the hand supports?
Barry, thank you for watching the show. Thanks for your question. So the question is, with the shoulder mount rig, is there a remote start-stop focus? So the answer is yes, but it's going to depend on which camera you're using. For instance, if you need a Panasonic start-stop remote, that's going to be one sort of protocol of information to start and stop. A great tool for this is VariZoom. VariZoom has start and stop, also zoom and focus commands in all the different flavors. You've got LANC control for Sony and Canon camcorders, and then Panasonic's version of LANC. If you've got something outside of those, certainly let us know. If you've got a specific camera you want to work with, let us know, and yeah, we'll hook up your start and stop remote right here. Where are we? Right there, yeah, so that you don't even have to take your hands away. It'll clamp onto the bar, start and stop your recording and whatever else you might need.